In a world where all is not as it seems, there lived a clever little ant named Levi. Levi was not your ordinary ant, he had a knack for solving mysteries. He resided in a bustling garden, a place teeming with life and secrets. The garden was a wonderful world of towering flowers, whispering breezes, and a myriad of creatures, each with their own stories to tell. One sunny morning, Levi was busy arranging his collection of shiny pebbles when he heard a commotion coming from the other side of the garden. Curiosity piqued, Levi decided to investigate. As he scurried over, he came across a group of ants gathered around a panicked ladybug named Lila. Lila was in tears, explaining how her prized possession, a sparkling dewdrop necklace, had vanished. Levi, with his detective hat on, promised Lila he would find her necklace. As he began his investigation, he noticed a set of suspiciously large paw prints leading away from the scene. The paw prints led Levi to a shady part of the garden, known as the Cat's Corner. It was here that Brian, the garden's resident cat, often lounged. Brian was known for his mischievous antics, but he was also the garden's self-proclaimed guardian. Levi approached Brian cautiously. "Hello, Brian," he began. "I am on a case. Have you seen a dewdrop necklace around here?" Brian, with a playful twinkle in his eye, replied, "A necklace, you say? Why, I might have seen something shiny, but I can't quite remember." Levi realized that Brian might be playing games with him. Determined, Levi decided to keep a close eye on Brian, suspecting he might be involved in the necklace's disappearance. As Levi followed Brian around the garden, he noticed Brian's interactions with a sweet and innocent butterfly named Bella. Bella was new to the garden and seemed captivated by Brian's charm. However, Bella was unaware of Brian's mischievous reputation. Bella, drawn into Brian's world, found herself in a hilarious situation. She tried to mimic Brian's cat-like antics, fluttering around with exaggerated grace, much to the amusement of the garden creatures. Levi couldn't help but chuckle at Bella's attempts to fit into Brian's world. Despite the comedy of errors, Levi knew he had to stay focused on the case. He observed Brian closely and noticed him frequently visiting a patch of marigolds. Intrigued, Levi decided to investigate further. As Levi explored the marigold patch, he stumbled upon a hidden stash of shiny objects, including Lila's dewdrop necklace. It seemed Brian had a secret hoard of treasures he had collected over time. With the mystery solved, Levi confronted Brian. "Brian, it seems you've been collecting more than just memories," Levi said with a knowing smile. Brian, realizing he had been caught, sheepishly admitted, "I just couldn't resist the sparkle, Levi. But I never meant to upset Lila." Together, Levi and Brian returned the necklace to Lila, who was overjoyed to have her precious possession back. Bella, having learned of Brian's antics, decided to remain friends but encouraged him to share his treasures with the garden community. In the end, the garden was filled with laughter and harmony once more. Levi, the clever ant detective, had solved another mystery, and Brian, the mischievous cat, promised to be more mindful of his playful nature. And so, in a garden where all is not as it seems, Levi and his friends learned the value of friendship, honesty, and the joy of sharing. The garden continued to thrive, with its creatures living happily ever after, each day bringing new adventures and mysteries to solve. The end.